everyone, Nikki Nanos here, and welcome to NanoSeconds. We're in about 120 seconds, give or take a few. I give you tips on public speaking. Today I want to share with you about this wonderful tool called our voice. Our voice has 4 distinct elements that we can change to help keep our audiences not only awake, but engaged. Let's look at those 4 elements. First, we have rate. The rate is how fast we're speaking or how slow we're speaking. We can change the rate at any time, but it should work in conjunction with what you're saying. If you're talking about trying to catch a bus, man, I was running so fast, so my rate's going to speed up because I'm trying to get to the bus. I wanted to get to the bus. But if I wanted to miss the bus intentionally, I'd say, I saw the bus and I really wanted to miss this bus. So I just took my time getting to the bus stop, right? It's all in how you say it. So the first thing is rate. Then you have the tone. And the tone is the color you put in, the emotion that you put into your speech, into the words that you're saying. What is the tone that you're using? What's happened? Why are you excited? Because I have, honest to goodness, I can think of a speaker right off the top of my head who God bless him, he sits there and he was talking about his wonderful, exciting vacation that he had, and you could absolutely see no emotion or change on his face, but he had a really good time. Now, did I believe it? No, I'm going like, oh, this poor guy, and I don't know how he gets paid big bucks to speak. So please, put the emotion in what you're saying. That's your tone. So you've got rate and tone. The next thing is pitch. You know, that's going into the high or the really low parts of your voice. When should you use that? You might talk about going into a haunted house and something scared you, and I was scared out of my wits. So you use a higher pitch when you're talking about something like that. Or you could say like, I was so scared I couldn't move. And so I've used a lower tone. It takes it into a different place. And all of these have to, they work together. So rate, tone, pitch, and the last is volume. Please, please work on your breathing so that you can project well. I'm truly convinced that you should be able to speak to an audience of 50 or less in a little room. It doesn't have to be a huge room. If it's a huge room and people are sitting way at the back, well, then you've got a problem. You need to move them up. But if you're in a smaller room with 50 people or less, you should be able to be heard. You see, you always have to, as an actor, I learned that you had to be able to reach the back wall, no matter the size of the audience. I adjust my voice accordingly. You have to learn to adjust your voice accordingly. Then, when the room gets bigger than over 50, then definitely use a microphone. But think about your volume, because there's many times I've heard people talk way too loud and then they just get into this one place, or they talk so soft that you think that they're talking to themselves and they've pretty much forgotten their audience. So use those 4 elements that you have of your voice. Take a paragraph of a speech you're working on and put in things just for fun, just to see what would happen if I said this a little faster. What would happen if I said this a little slower? Is it something that you really want people to catch on to? You might slow down. You might repeat it. Always changing the rate, tone, pitch, and volume will help you be more engaged and keep your audience awake. That's my nanosecond for today. And remember, you are just a nanosecond away from becoming a better speaker.